Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about competitive inhibition of enzymes. Enzymes are proteins and they can be inactivated by the agents that denature them. The chemical substances which inactivate the enzymes are called as inhibitors. And the process is called as enzyme inhibition. Inhibitors are sometimes referred to as negative modifiers. So, the substances, chemical substances which inactivate the enzymes are called as inhibitors and the process is called as inhibition. They may be small inorganic ions or organic substances. Enzyme inhibition is classified under three major groups. First one is competitive inhibition. It is reversible. Second one is non-competitive inhibition. It may be irreversible or reversible. Third one is allosteric inhibition. So, enzyme inhibition is classified under three major groups: competitive, non-competitive and allosteric inhibition. So, today we will discuss about competitive inhibition. When the active site or catalytic site of an enzyme is occupied by a substance other than the substrate of that enzyme, its activity is inhibited. Here we can see this is enzyme, this is substrate and inhibitor. So, when the active site or catalytic site of the enzyme is occupied by a substance other than the substrate, here it is inhibitor, then the activity of enzyme is inhibitor. So, there will be a competition, as the name indicates, there will be a competition between the substrate and the inhibitor for the active site of enzyme. This is a type of reversible inhibition. This is known as competitive inhibition. In this, both the enzyme substrate complex and enzyme inhibitor complexes are formed during the reaction. Here we can see enzyme substrate complex and enzyme inhibitor complex. The actual amounts of enzyme substrate and enzyme inhibitor depends on the affinity between the enzyme and the substrate or inhibitor. Next one is actual concentration of substrate and the inhibitor. Then time of pre-incubation of enzyme with the substrate or inhibitor. So, the actual amounts of enzyme substrate and enzyme inhibitor complex. It depends upon affinity between enzyme and substrate or inhibitor. Then actual concentration of substrate and inhibitor, time of pre-incubation of enzyme with the substrate or inhibitor. So, the affinity of substrate for the enzyme is progressively decreased with the increase in concentration of inhibitor. So, the concentration, if the concentration of inhibitor increase, it will decrease the affinity of substrate towards the enzyme. Thus, Km will be high, but Vmax is same in competitive inhibition. Km is high and Vmax is the same in competitive inhibition. Then when the concentration of substrate is increased, the effect of inhibitor can be reversed and it causes forcing out of the inhibitor from enzyme inhibitor complex. Next, we will see examples of competitive inhibitors. Here is enzyme, substrate and inhibitor. First one is lactate dehydrogenase. For the enzyme lactate dehydrogenase, substrate will be lactate and the inhibitor is oxamate. Next example is aconitase. Aconitase enzyme, the substrate is cis-aconitate. Cis-aconitate and the inhibitor is trans-aconitate. Trans-aconitate. Third one is succinate dehydrogenase. Succinate dehydrogenase. Substrate is succinate and the inhibitor is malonate. Next one is HMG-CoA reductase. For the enzyme HMG-CoA reductase, substrate will be HMG-CoA and the inhibitor is HMG. Then dihydrofolate reductase. Dihydrofolate reductase. For this, substrate is 7,8 dihydrofolate and the inhibitor is amitriptyline. Amitriptyline. So these are the examples of competitive inhibitors. For this, for example, LDH, lactate dehydrogenase, the substrate is lactate and the competitive inhibitor is oxamate. So this oxamate, the inhibitor, has structural similarity with lactate and it will competitively inhibit the enzyme. Then next we will see examples of competitive inhibition in biological system. Examples of competitive inhibition in biological system or drugs used clinically. Drugs used clinically. First one is allopurinol. Allopurinol. This is a drug used for treatment of gout. Treatment of gout. So, uric acid is formed in the body by oxidation of hypoxanthine by the enzyme xanthine oxidase. So, hypoxanthine by the enzyme xanthine oxidase, uric acid will be formed. So, uric acid is formed in the body by the oxidation of hypoxanthine by the enzyme xanthine oxidase. This allopurinol structurally resembles hypoxanthine. Allopurinol structurally resembles hypoxanthine and thus by competitive inhibition, this drug inhibits the enzyme xanthine oxidase and thus reducing uric acid formation. So that is allopurinol. Next one is sulfonamides. Sulfonamides. A very commonly used antibacterial agent. This is antibacterial agent. This para-aminobenzoic acid, PABA, para-aminobenzoic acid is essential for the synthesis of folic acid by the enzyme action. For the synthesis of folic acid. Para-aminobenzoic acid is essential for the synthesis of folic acid by the enzyme action. This folic acid is needed for the bacterial growth and survival. Folic acid is for bacterial growth and survival. Bacterial wall is impermeable to folic acid. Then these sulfonamide drugs are structurally similar to this para-aminobenzoic acid and it competitively inhibits the enzyme and thus folic acid is not synthesized and growth of bacteria suffers and they die. That is about sulfonamides. Next we will see methotrexate. Next drug is methotrexate. This is a drug used for cancer therapy. Drug used for cancer therapy. Chemically it is 4-amino N10 methyl folic acid. 4-amino N10 methyl folic acid. It structurally resembles folic acid. This methotrexate structurally resembles folic acid. So it competitively inhibits the enzyme folate reductase and prevents the formation of FH4. from folic acid FH4 folate reductase. So methotrexate structurally resembles folic acid, so it inhibits the enzyme folate reductase and it inhibits the formation of FH4. Hence DNA synthesis suffers. That is methotrexate. It is a drug used for cancer therapy. Next one is MAO inhibitors. MAO means monoamine oxidase. Monoamine oxidase. The enzyme monoamine oxidase oxidizes preseramines, that is catecholamines. For example, epinephrine and norepinephrine. Catecholamines. So this monoamine oxidase enzyme oxidizes catecholamines. Then drugs ephedrine and amphetamine. They structurally resemble catecholamines. Ephedrine and amphetamine. These drugs structurally resembles catecholamines, and thus when administered they can competitively inhibit the enzyme monoamine oxidase and prolong the action of preseramines. So this enzyme monoamine oxidase oxidizes the catecholamines. The drugs ephedrine and amphetamine structurally resembles the catecholamines, and they competitively inhibit the enzyme monoamine oxidase and prolong the action of preseramines. That is about MAO inhibitor, monoamine oxidase inhibitor. Next one is physostigmine. Physostigmine. Acetylcholine esterase is the enzyme which hydrolyzes acetylcholine to form choline and acetate. Acetylcholine enzyme is acetylcholine esterase to form choline and acetate. So acetylcholine esterase is the enzyme which hydrolyzes acetylcholine to form choline and acetate. Physostigmine is a drug which competitively inhibits acetylcholine esterase and thus prevent the destruction of acetylcholine. So choline and acetate cannot be formed. Thus continued presence of acetylcholine in postsynaptic region prolongs the neural impulse. That's about physostigmine. Next one is dicumarol. Dicumarol. This is used as an anticoagulant. It's an anticoagulant. It structurally resembles vitamin K. Vitamin K. And they can act as an anticoagulant by competitively inhibiting this vitamin K. This is an anticoagulant and is structurally similar to vitamin K, and they can act as an anticoagulant by competitively inhibiting vitamin K. That is about dicumarol. Next one is succinylcholine. Succinylcholine. It is used as a muscle relaxant. It is a muscle relaxant. Succinylcholine is structurally similar to acetylcholine. It is structurally similar to acetylcholine. It competitively fixes on postsynaptic receptors. As it is not hydrolyzed easily by the enzyme acetylcholine esterase, it produces continued depolarization with consequent muscle relaxation. That's about succinylcholine. So these are the drugs used clinically or examples of competitive inhibition in biological system. So this is about competitive inhibition of enzyme. This is today's topic. Thank you for watching.